He tried to shame me for skipping the Marvel watch party, and it backfired spectacularly. I'm 17 and I used to be super close to my twin brother. We grew up together and the thing we both loved was Marvel, comics, movies, you name it. We went to watch Avengers Endgame on opening night. Well, he passed away in our shared bedroom with WandaVision playing on the TV. I was the one who found him. It traumatized me, and it permanently ruined anything superhero related for me. I've been to therapy since, but it's still hard. Recently, my friend group met up at Golden Corral. They were planning a watch party for the last episode of She-Hulk. I said I wasn't going to make it. Everyone understood. Except for a friend of a friend, someone I kind of know. He rolled his eyes and loudly said, "You never hang out with us when we watch Marvel. That's like our thing. Why are you even in our nerd friend group if you don't do the one thing we all do? Man up. Couldn't be that bad. What, someone dressed as Thanos run over your puppy or something?" The whole group went quiet. I slumped down and said, "I just don't feel like it," trying not to cry. He laughed and said, "What? I just said what we were all thinking. He needs to get over himself and be more sociable." I excused myself, visibly bawling, and went home. I cried for a while. The next morning, I got a friend request from him on Snapchat. I accepted, and he instantly tore into me, saying he was shunned by most of our friends who had told him how my brother died. He was upset I didn't tell him earlier and claimed I made him look like an asshole by crying in public. I told him I wasn't close enough to share something that personal. He told me to get over myself and left me on read. Honestly, I was reliving the trauma, feeling scared, angry, and alone, just like the day I found my brother. The next day, I took screenshots of his messages and harassment and threatened to send them to the friend group if he didn't stop. He complained, saying I painted him in a bad light and made people hate him, basically cussing me out for making him look worse than he already did. I wasn't even going to send the screenshots, but he outed himself by complaining to our friends, expecting them to take his side. They read the entire post. Every time he lied, I sent another screenshot. He tried to claim I photoshopped them, but our group wouldn't let him get away with it. Eventually, our friend Brandon, who I'm closest to, told him if he ever came near me or the group again, he'd be in big trouble. Everyone agreed. He pleaded and said he'd apologize, but the group basically said, "We're done with your garbage." The She-Hulk marathon was canceled, and instead we're doing an NCIS marathon, my favorite show, so I can be included. My friends have my back, and that insulting ass is facing the consequences of his actions. Am I in the wrong for not telling him about my brother and making him look like a jerk? Because honestly, I feel like justice was served, and I didn't even have to break my trust.